Yo, you guys, this is Blacklist of the Abyss, and you're watching my review for World Trigger, chapter 156. Okay, and this chapter starts off, for the most part, with Toma telling us that he tells us how important Chica is to Tamakoma's success. Okay. He tells us that the main reason why the wires are so dangerous is because of the threat that Chica poses as a sniper. Okay, so if Tamakoma loses her, their entire wire-based strategy becomes incredibly easy to counter. You just need to use Meteor or something and just like shoot down all the wires. But the reason they can't do that is because Chica's there, and if they go out in the open and use Meteor, then they could just get shot. Okay, so Chica is the one person preventing them from just destroying all the wires at once. Alright, so that's why she's important. And that's why Osamu has to do everything he can to make sure she gets into the wire zone and gets herself set up. Alright, so he's pretty much fighting OG on his own at this point. Chica is focusing mainly on just getting away into the wire zone. And they both ended up underestimating each other in a way, but more so Osamu underestimating OG, because OG's attention is split between him and Chica, because he wanted to make sure Chica couldn't shoot lead bullets back at him, so he was shooting at her to force her to use her shield, and also dealing with Osamu as well. So Osamu underestimated him and thought, like, oh, well, since his attention is split between me and her, it'll be easier for me to defeat him. No, it wasn't. Okay, he paid for this big time. First he got his arm cut off. Okay, then he panicked. He tried to use Spider and Asteroid to hold OG back, but then he failed with that. Couldn't exactly tell what happened next. Somehow OG closed the gap between himself and Osamu, and then he ended up stabbing Osamu in the throat. Alright, so it's safe to say Osamu bailed out after that one. Um, so that left OG just a clear path taking out Chica. However, yet again, Chica comes up with a strategy to get herself away from her pursuer. Alright, get herself where she needs to go. Alright, she used Hound. No lead bullets. Alright, just normal Hound. And she shot all of them in front of OG, which, you know, created all this smoke and stuff. And it blocked OG's view, so he just couldn't do anything. He had to just let her get away. Alright, because if he decided to be reckless and just run the smoke towards her, for all he knows, she could be shooting she could be preparing to shoot lead bullets at him. Right, so I'm assuming he had his not even a shield, because the shield wouldn't block it. Well, either way, it wouldn't change the fact that him being reckless could end in him getting shot. So he just decided to sit there and wait for the smoke to clear. And at that point, Chica made it into the wire zone. Alright, so good for her. Then and Yuma made it in as well. Also, he made it in. Ikoma and Ash Ketchum, the two of them stopped short of the wire zone, because why would they want to go into the wire zone? But Chica ended up, she had already set herself up, so she used Ibis to blow up the building that they were standing on. Right? And Oki tried to hit her since she had given her position away, but she was able to get her shield up in time and block his shot. So he determined that the only way he could actually get a hit in on her is when she's firing, because you can't put it, like, that, what? Like, how, like, if you put a shield up to block someone who's shooting at you, not only would you be blocking their own shot, you'd be blocking your own, right? Assuming the person's in front of you. If they're on the side, then that's one thing, all right? But if they're in front of you, then you can't put up a shield to block their shot because it's in front of you. You're blocking your own shot too, all right? So he decided that the only way to really get to her is to shoot her while she's in the process of shooting, okay? Now, the way the rest of this fight is going to go, it depends on what OG wants to do. Because Ikoma, they're kind of just like on the outside of the wire zone, trying to get away from Chica. And OG, he could either go after Ikoma, or he can go after Yuma and Chica. Alright, so 1-on-3 outside the wire zone, or 1-on-2 inside the wire zone. Either one's pretty tough. I mean, though I guess it'll kind of be 1-on-4 outside the wire zone, because Chica just showed her range includes that area, so she could be shooting at him as well. And then Yuma, actually, it might even be if OG goes after Ikoma Squad, Yuma might come out of the wire zone to attack them, just because Ikoma Squad has a chance at winning. The only way Ikoma Squad can win this match is if they take out everyone else, right? Because Tom Ikoma has 2 points, OG has 2 points, and there are 3 people left who are not on Ikoma Squad, so Ikoma has to beat all of those 3 in order to win. Though they would get extra points for being the last ones remaining too. So I guess they technically could afford to give up a point or 2, but depending on how many people they end up having left. But the point is, Ikoma Squad needs to get points. Alright, so Yuma might want to prevent that by coming out and fighting them, even if it means coming out of the wire zone, especially since he lost an arm. Well, he lost a like forearm wrist, you know, not the entire arm, but he lost a part of his arm, so he's losing Tryon. Unless he tries to like do a quick fix to block the Tryon from coming out of his arm, like using Scorpion or something. Like he just he just uses Scorpion to block off the Tryon that's leaking out. But if OG goes after Ikoma Squad, I would imagine that Chica would still be able to fire at him, though she would just be making it easier for Ikoma to get points, so maybe she wouldn't do that. So I would imagine that OG might just say, you know what, screw it, I'm going into the wire zone and I'm taking out Yuma. He might just have to do that, because if he goes after Ikoma, that's like a 1-on-5 fight right there. So that's what I'm predicting he's going to do. All right, but that is that for this chapter. Quick and easy. I enjoyed it. Osamu. Osamu gets himself taken out quite a bit. I was hoping that this time would be different, but it just wasn't. But overall, this was still a pretty good chapter. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Chica, yet again, coming through in the clutch, getting herself to safety in the wire zone. OG was impressive. And now Ikoma and Tom Ikoma have put OG in a position where he's got to choose the lesser of 2 evils here. So I'll give this chapter an 8 out of 10. I thought it was a solid, good chapter. And that is that, you guys. Rate, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at BlacklistOTA. And I will see you guys next time.